Hello everyone, my name is Schola. I am currently a senior here at CUA, and happy Earth Week. I am excited to chat with you guys about something that I'm really passionate about, which is upcycling clothing, which also goes really well with thrifting and just sewing in general. You can see my little sewing machine right here. And yeah, this is something that I've been doing since I was 10 years old. I got a sewing machine on my 10th birthday, and from that point on, I just love sewing. I'm gonna try to show you guys some pictures either here or here of what I've done and like how I've kind of progressed with this. And I have a few little tutorials on my Instagram, so I might like put some clips in here as well. So I started sewing when I was 10 years old, with a sewing machine, that is. I've hand sewed before, and I also crochet and knit, which is super fun and super awesome. But a lot of what I've done in the past is designing my own clothing. So I've made both of my prom dresses for junior and senior year. I've made countless just shirts for myself, a lot of crochet tops that I actually end up selling this summer, so it's also a really great source of income. I've also made sanitary pads for those who attended So Gifted, which was a huge success and also a huge event in combination with Environmental Club and the Environmental Initiative as well. So thank you to everyone who collabed with us and made that event happen. But of course, through So Gifted, we made sanitary pads, reusable sanitary pads for women in Haiti. I've also made baby bibs, I've made masks, I made a whole lot of things, and it's through making these things that I do find a lot of joy and also gain a lot of use from them as well. I've also done little repairs. So my top right here had a huge hole in it, and I just sewed that up. That was actually through hand sewing. This skirt that I am wearing right now, actually, thrifted skirt that did not fit me well, but I ended up sewing it. Yeah, so it's a wonderful skill, and I think something that I want to kind of emphasize about sewing is that it's not as difficult as you might think. I know a lot of people have probably done hand sewn by hand, so having a needle and thread and putting together something or fixing up a rip or altering an outfit through hand sewing can be super simple and super easy to do. And then taking it up a notch with a sewing machine, a few YouTube tutorials can go a very long way. Yeah, and sewing has just been a part of my life for such a long time that I don't know what else to say about it besides it of course is a sustainable option to throwing away your old clothing. A lot of things that I do in terms of upcycling are t-shirts into dresses or t-shirts into skirts, and making these things into more wearable outfits or clothes that I will actually wear in the future rather than just let them sit in my closet for a long period of time, but also in the end could be donated or given to a friend or gifted to someone else later on in life. So they're not one-use items, and they are very versatile and have changed throughout the years. So yeah, there's also great options in terms of after you've sewn something or after you've made something to recycle like the scraps. Fabric scraps have been like probably the biggest waste contributor in terms of my sewing. So all the little scraps that just aren't reusable, there's something I could do, maybe use them to stuff a stuffed animal that's made, or I just give them away to H&M. Actually is really working on their sustainability efforts, and they have been great at like collecting scrap fabrics. And of course, it's not 100%, it's not perfect. But if you bring like a bag of recycled or scrap fabric to H&M, you're able to get a gift card from them as well, and then they take that to a recycling center, which I think is wonderful. And then looking into sustainable fabric brands is also pretty important. A lot of what I use is fabric.com, which is not the most sustainable, but it's been the most efficient in terms of whenever I do need fabric. In a short period of time, I go to fabric.com, and then besides that, I always go to a local fabric shop. So Philadelphia has Fabric Row, which is amazing. So finding your local fabric shop is probably the best way to go in terms of sustainability. And if you need a quick fix, fabric.com is typically the one that is used, and pretty great in terms of like the fabric variety, types, and the shipping. So yeah, this is my little video all about sewing and upcycling, and yeah, just a little bit of encouragement to go and do it yourself. You can do it. I have so much faith in you. It's a new skill to learn, and it's a wonderful skill to have for the future. So thank you for listening, everyone, and have a wonderful day.